Hello and welcome back to Developers Diary. In the previous tutorial, we have learned how we can create, post, and delete API using ORDS feature of Oracle Apex. So today we are going to learn how we can secure our RESTful API in ORDS using OAuth2 authentication. So basically, OAuth2 authentication secure REST endpoints using token-based SS. The primary approach is the client credential flow, where a client exchange a client ID and client secret for a temporary barrier token. That token is used to access the protected database web service. So let's log in to your workspace and go to the RESTful services and click the module. So you can see that the employee module is not protected by privileges. So first of all, what we have to do, we are going to create a role. Click create role and name it as employee API role. Click create role. Then go to privileges and create a new privilege and name it as retrieve. Now from the role, we shall assign our current role that we have recently created, and then we shall select our module that we are going to protect. So click create privilege. So you can see that our module is protected by privilege. So in the previous tutorial, we use this API to call and get all the data. Now place this URI in your browser and you can get the unauthorized 401 code. Before that, it is showing a complete data. Okay, now we have to create a client credentials. So there is no user interface to create a client credentials. For that, we have to navigate to the SQL command and we are going to use this script to create OAuth client. I shall provide the link of this script in the video description. So we are going to create a client and you can name it as you want. Client employee APIs. And similarly, we are going to paste here. Here we have to provide the privilege name that we have created. So for that, you can navigate here and see the privilege name. So this is the privilege that we have created, and the role. This is the role that we are going to use here. So what we are doing here, first of all, we are going to create a client and provide the owner name, the supporting email, and the privilege name. After that, we are going to assign the role to this client and click run. So statement is processed. After that, we shall select the table in which this client exists. So this is our client that we have created right now. So for getting the token, we need to go to the postman and go to the module. So you can see the full URL of your module. So you have to copy till your workspace name. So developers diary is our workspace and name here, and go to the postman. Select the post. Then you have to mention here OAuth token, and you have to provide the base authentication. And for the basic authentication, you are going to get the client ID. This is the client ID, and the client secret. After that, go to the body and choose form URL encode and select the grant type or credentials, client credentials. You can type by yourself if you are unable to select it from LOV. So now select send. So you can get the access token. So this is your token to get by user credential. Now we are going to use this token to access our API. So for accessing this API, you will copy this and this is the URL of our get all API. Then you have to select the barrier token and here you will provide your token that you have received and click send. So that is 200 OK and you are getting the information. Similarly, if you don't provide the token and select no auth and send, you will get unauthorized status. But if you provide the token here and you will get the information. So this is the way you can secure your API. Now, if you want to use the same technique for your code, for your PL SQL code, so for that, we are going to this script So in this script, we are going to pass the token and client secret. For example, this is my client ID and this is my client secret, and this is the URL that is used for getting the token. So you can see that this is the same URL. After that, this will get the token, and after that we are going to use this token in the headers for our REST web service that we are going to use, or you can say that is secured. After that, we are showing the result of this request and printing here in the result box. So simply run this script and you can get the result as you have access in the Postman. So I hope you have learned something useful at Developer's Diary. See you in the next tutorial.